Hey y'all, it's Andrea from Radical Change, Pilates and Wellness in Bankers Hill, San Diego. How are you? I wanted to pop on real quick and give you an update and share some information about the studio with you. We've been open now for 2 weeks. And thus far, so good. I'm really happy with the way things are progressing. The students and people who've come in, the feedback has been awesome because, you name your place Radical Change, people are expecting big things. And so it's nice that we are fulfilling that expectation of our name. And so I just wanted to give you a little background about who we are and what this studio represents to whatever it is that you might be looking for. When we created this idea, when this idea came to us back in the fall, I was on a surgical sabbatical for 5 months and I had total knee replacements 11 weeks apart. And so had been teaching previous to that. I had a private practice in Coronado and I'd been teaching one-on-ones for over a decade. And during the last 2 years, I've lost over 100 pounds, had a divorce, and then had these 2 knee replacements. So when we talk about radical change, we just didn't pick that name out of the air. Like, shit gets real when you go through a divorce, lose a lot of weight naturally, change my lifestyle, change my diet, change my mindset, because that's where it really starts. And then you go through these 2 major surgeries. And what I noticed is that Pilates became more prevalent in my life, and the mindfulness aspect of Pilates really, really started to take hold. And I realized that so many of us need mindfulness. We need breath. We need a space that's not bright lights, loud music, and people yelling at us. I don't know about you, but daily living has turned into a bit of a trauma. You can see images, you can see videos, you can walk the streets and you can just be fucking traumatized. And you can take that to heart. And whether you feel like you feel it or not, you do, right? We've got homeless people, we've got shootings. These things affect our soul. And so when William and I decided that we were going to go through with this, we were going to put our money and our livelihoods and say, fuck it, this is what we're doing because this is a space that people need. We want to create this kind of urban sanctuary of calm and intentional, mindful movement. And is that a big ask? I don't think so. I think, so many of us don't live in our bodies, and we don't even know how to begin to live in our bodies in a way that doesn't involve pain, right? So over a decade, I've been doing privates in both Pilates and just fitness in general and yoga certified and all that. People love to tell you about their pain. People can tell you, I have pain. What else do you have in your life? Pain is a signal, pain is a conversation. Pain should not be your main focus, because here's what I've learned living with chronic pain for the last 15 years, is if you focus on that pain can often become greater, and that pain can become the focus of your entire life. What I've found through movement is that when you have chronic pain, especially, you don't want to move. If you are an able-bodied person, there is often the thought that you got to keep pressing, you got to keep pushing. And y'all, it is not that serious. We created Radical Change, Pilates and Wellness as a place where you can connect to your body in a beautiful way that isn't traumatic, but it is intentional. It is with mindfulness, and it is with the intention of becoming stronger without stressing yourself the fuck out. When people ask me, how many times should I come? And I go, you come as many times as you need to come, where it doesn't become a chore. Because when it becomes a chore, then it's not fun, right? It's not fun. Being able to move your body is a blessing. As someone who has had times where I couldn't move, movement is a blessing. So I invite you, if you haven't tried it, come in for a session. It's radically different. As you can see, there aren't mirrors. We don't play a lot of music, and if we do, it's not loud. We don't have bright lights. This is the space right now. This is the sound. What you hear during class is your instructor's voice, and you are fully in your body as you move through the routine, whatever that is. Whether you're on the reformer, whether you're on the mat, whether you're using the tower, whether you're using stability chair, whatever it is, we're putting you through your paces. You're doing it slow, with challenge, and with intention. Because if you're not in your body, if you're just rushing through the movements to get it done, I mean, what are you really doing? What are you here for? We want you to connect to this beautiful human body of yours. We want you to breathe. We want you to take the space and the time for yourself, to honor yourself with the ability to move your body. And if that doesn't resonate with you, there's so many other places you can go. But if the idea of being present, of being intentional, is something that clicks with you, and if you don't mind a little sage and a little Palo Santo, then I invite you to come and check us out. Until I see you in class, have a beautiful day.